Hello there. I just want to make a quick video. I won't keep you for long. I don't know, even however many ways I could say that. But my intro aside, I just thought I'd make another quick video. I was going to make, or I wanted to make, a couple specific topical videos, but then sort of the urge left me over the last few days. I got caught up in some other stuff, and I guess here we are. Lately I've been actually just reading a lot because my computer's kind of a potato. It's hard to get anything going. If I make a video longer than like 20 minutes, my computer starts to crash, and I have to reboot my Filmora editing software and hope that it saved it, bookmarked it wherever it was, whatever. I've lost more than a few videos that way, I guess. But all that being said, I was just sort of scrolling through some posts, and I was thinking of a couple things I wanted to talk about, namely on Twitter. I mean, whatever about my Twitter, my second Twitter. I wouldn't even want my first Twitter back, I guess, now that I think about it. Back then, my first Twitter, my first YouTube, I was being such a bully and whatever. Just reminded me of my dad in that sense, and I didn't like it. When my sister died, I realized how much of a bully I had been. So I'm kind of, in a way, thankful my original pages were deleted. Because I wasn't the nicest guy in some of my videos, yelling and screaming at CEOs and shills and crazy social media companies censoring everybody, much less getting into fights with other people. Although that being said, it'd be cool if my new pages could define growth like a normal bell curve, but I don't think that's ever going to happen to me again. And so let the shadow banning commence. Bring me to my post, or the post that I was talking about. I was looking into this guy, Pierre Poilievre. I don't know what to make of him. He's seemingly against Castro's bastard, Justin Trudeau Castro. But, you know, I don't trust any of these guys. And knowing what my 33rd grandpa got up to, you know, the military intelligence community above president, prime minister, you know, top secret clearance, type Q level clearance. Okay, so I don't trust any of these guys. And it was basically like putting this guy to a question. Not that he'd ever answer me, but yeah, is he a Freemason? Because unless a politician is against Freemasonry, they can't be trusted, and that's a fact. And anyone who wants to butt heads with me about that can just get bent, because I'm not going to waste my time arguing about any of it. I'm just here to put some facts on the table. What you do with it is up to you. But yeah, I thought about censorship and stuff like that, and whether or not like Twitter is as bad as people think, or if it's worse. Right now, Elon Musk seems to be propped up as this bastion of freedom, but I still see a lot of censorship against, well, I don't know, against the brotherhoods out there, you know, protecting their brothers. And obviously also, the other thing I see censored big time is, well, I mean the alphabet agenda. They protect that like it's their investment. I guess it is, right? But then other questions like this, I noticed deleting a comment I made on ICTV, one of their live streams, which is pretty much why I've stopped watching live streams. I'm sick of arguing with the bots, fighting with the bots about whether or not my comment even makes it. And this guy asked me what I meant by GSIG, Grand Sovereign Inquisitor General, and I basically just wrote it in there. You can pause that and read it at your own speed and call it what you want. Another thing about this that really gets me upset is, you know, I wanted to make a clip video or show a video about the best English Bible edits, because some of them are really horrible, like the NIV daring to take Jesus' title of Morning Star and give it to Lucifer. And that's like a whole other topic that gets me so riled up. One other video I wanted to make was sort of about Lost. I had linked this page. His YouTube videos are pretty decent. He's obviously a New Ager. I pray for the guy. I'm not slamming on anybody. I'm just saying that it's interesting how they censor even on smaller platforms. They censor me everywhere I go. Just a comment pointing out the obvious Luciferian, Gnostic, Freemason, Chrislam, anti-church in the last couple episodes. And I'm pretty sure most Lost fans will agree that the last season was horrible. I don't even rewatch it when I rewatch it anymore. But yeah, the Lost topic. Another thing I thought that was interesting before I go to my Facebook here is that go rewatch that show and notice the flat earth map. That's not weird or anything. What landmass is this supposed to be? Australia, I guess? then what's this? This is Australia too. Or is this supposed to be a different island? Or is this the island? Because in the show, the chalk was going here, trying to mark it. I don't know. But it's a flat earth map. And so that's all I got to say about that. And I guess I have this guy's playlist right here. Oh, and of course, representing the eye. Got to show the all-seeing eye, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. All these different reviews, all this different stuff. And they never once talk about this. Whether the show Lost is a metaphor for the control of Antarctica since Operation Paperclip, Operation High Jump, Operation Fishbowl. Just look up Admiral Byrd and what he got up to, building the 777th Freemason Lodge down there for some reason. Or even this, going to my Instagram, I thought this was hilarious. You know, when you're NASA's cameraman and everyone's just really hiding out in Antarctica. But, yeah, this was pretty funny. I still don't understand how people think this Zelensky guy's on the level. A dude hired to play a president in a comedy and later became president. Jesus save us. That's worse than Ronald Reagan, the actor's actor, and him and Nixon finalizing and killing the gold standard. Yeah. Found some new memes, made some new memes, control some new memes. Be careful of the Hegelian dialectic. Good old problem, reaction, solution. But yeah, the only other news I really heard recently was Crystal Dynamics soiled the sanity bed. If you just want to read that, you can. Apparently they put this disclaimer here in front of the game or something. I don't know. I haven't bought it yet. I'm thinking of buying it, but I beat Tomb Raider 1, 2, and almost 3, or sort of, back when they first came out. But not much else going on that I thought to talk about. Or even coming over to my Facebook here. I guess all things being equal, I thought this was pretty weak. And are they trying to destroy Disney and all these companies, wreck our heroes on purpose, just so that, like, China can come in and buy it up on the cheap? Or is this about, like, destroying the false idols they built up and feeding off the energy while everyone freaks out? Because even I'm sick of, like, every IP being destroyed. Everything. And not just like comic book IPs or Star Wars and Star Trek, but things like Indiana Jones, or even TV shows having the dynamic changed, destroying the family unit, destroying what would be a right-wing conservative family unit, all of it seemingly being attacked. And I mean, that begs the question, what is TV, even really radio before it? Going back to Orson Welles' War of the Worlds, deception, fooling the world, to what we have today. I mean, is television the precursor of the image of the beast? Kind of like this clip gets into here.
One day in 1876, Alexander Graham Bell uttered through a wire, "Watson, come here, I want you." 130 years later, we're talking through satellites.
Strange, huh? That before hanging up, we say, keep in touch. When there's never any touch involved. No contact. Just cables and frequencies.
Still, to get an I love you call in the middle of a day, that makes a cell phone seem miraculous.
Midway through the 20th century, man wants communication without communication. He wants to sit in his living room and watch people in a box fall in love, work, sing, golf, cry, and up. Television, a one-way conversation between you and the world, where the world does the talking. Like God, man can finally create man in his own image and then kick back and watch all sorts of hit the fan.
Back in the 60s, the Department of Defense created the internet.
Little did they know they were mixing concrete to build the global village.
There's nothing concrete about it, though. People get digital mail from electronic boxes. They congregate in chat rooms that have no walls and no doors.
Millions around the world have instant access to each other and stores and food and entertainment. But if it's such a revolution in communications, why do studies show the more time one spends online, the more isolation one suffers? When man goes collectively mad from downloading all the mental messages in the air, when there's no trees left, because we needed all that paper for the printing press, and therefore are left with no oxygen to breathe, then satellites will fry from overuse and drop from the sky. And we'll make desperate cell phone calls to our loved ones while watching Mother Earth's last days on reality TV. Communications will be once again what it was in the beginning.
The Word, moving over the face of the deep, over the face of God, who now, instead of wanting to talk, is tired of listening.
But that clip from the old TV show Oz aside, I mean, he raises an interesting point. And now, here we are today, all those false idols seemingly being destroyed. But for what purpose? Simple industrial espionage? Or is it something spiritual, like they're tearing down the idols on purpose, just to see how people react, and feed off the energy like a bunch of vampires? And then, like this guy says, William, he says he goes to comment and Facebook automatically pushes him into trying to, I don't know, complain about my post? I'm definitely on the AI's watch list. I mean, for sure. And like I was saying to him here, and like he was saying to me, he's had a couple profiles, had to make up a couple backups since 2021, and they really went bonkers with the censorship and shadow banning. But like I even said to him here, which, you know, you can read that, and you can read that at whatever your own pace. But, yeah, I just thought that was pretty Orwellian. The upside down, trying to neuter humanity or something. Either that or just certain people have gone insane. People controlling these companies? What is Crystal Dynamics? Drunk? What were they, drunk when they thought to do that? I don't know. It's pretty sick. This is even sicker. But yeah, it's pretty sick. I agree with old Puke Face there. And so yeah, I guess I don't know. There's not much else to say about that. I guess I'm just sort of sick of all that, but it is to be expected. We're talking about a bunch of cowards and psychopaths. These people, these leftists that are trying to, I don't know, destroy every single story and hero and TV show and everything. We obviously got to stop and remember that these people, it's not like they have healthy, fully functioning brains or whatever. And sort of that's what I was talking about with John here. I mentioned to him that they censored me in his show or his podcast, and he gets back to me, you know, not surprised. And he asked me how it was and whatnot. But yeah, these things are, I guess it is what it is. So I just wanted to make a couple videos, and I thought instead I'll just condense it into one. Lots of questions. I'm looking for lots of answers. Who knows if I'll find them. And like I says before, always pause my stuff to read it at your own pace. I mean, I got a lot of information here. The actual cloning chart by Fritz Springmeier. I think Fritz Springmeier put this together. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Much less this topic here. Not just Putin or whatever, or Tucker Carlson interviewing him, or how pissed off I was to hear that they were trying to suspend his passport just for doing it. But is this even Putin? I mean, they look like different guys. And don't give me that he gained a bit of weight nonsense. Those are different eyes. I wanted to make a video about that. People asking me, do clones have souls? And I guess that just comes down to what type of clone. There's like 3, I guess you could say. And then you're getting into animal-human hybrids and things like that. And yeah, I linked some other stuff there too. But apparently this conversation went wherever. And people want to blame Putin. They want to blame the left, blame the right. Right now, this nonsense with Ukraine Even like if you want to just read that, read it on your own. I don't know. But it gets a little old after a while. This was pretty funny in the interview. Putin says to him, well, yeah, it was you that blew up Nordstrom. The CIA, obviously, the communist infiltration agency. And I noticed Tucker Carlson, picking your nose there, bud, picking your nose. Tucker Carlson edited out the little bit where Putin said to him, so you tried to apply for the CIA and they turned you down there, bud? Turned you down? And Melanie asked about the football. The football, I don't know. I used to like hockey, but whatever. And then she was asking me about Colony Center, like arena dreams. And I says to her, I don't even know what to think of all that anymore. But even just reading all that, or the last time I had any kind of weird dream time experience, I don't really remember my dreams much anymore. If anything, it's like flashes. I always have the same recurring dreams in the same recurring places. And lately it's just these moving dreams. Like, it's like I'm always trapped in a situation where I got to get all my gear, my stuff, and the moving truck never shows up. And so there's that. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just call it a video and leave it at that. Even here, another topic. Shouldn't really talk about on YouTube anymore unless you want to get another account deleted. But, yeah, however many topics that there are to talk about out there right now, I'm thankful for at least having backups with no censorship. And regardless of what's going on over here on Twitter, it'd be nice to have this account get the followers I had on my old one. Now that I think about it, like I said, I don't even want my old ones back. I'd just rather have my new ones do well. Or even other trends do well. But yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say about that. Just a weird sporadic video. And if anything, if you like my videos, you can check out my other playlists. I got playlists, favorite documentaries, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of different videos you can check out, whatever. Even if you're into comic books like me, many playlists for people to check out. So I hope you all have a peaceful weekend. I guess it's Thursday, Friday almost, and I'll just say peace out, baby.